orientation to lock right on the iPhone here. So we got 2 full boxes of the new Obsidian Flame set. Obviously, we're going to be chasing the Gold Charizard and the Alt Charizard, which we already pulled from the ETBs, the Pokemon Center ETBs. We got a bunch of, there's Charmander promos from that. Overall, we opened 8 ETBs the other night and only got 2 Charizards, but we did get this one on the first box, I believe, and this one came a couple boxes later. These were the only 2 Zards we got, but if you're a Charizard fan or a Charmander fan, this is a great set for you, and that's why we're going to be opening a lot of it. And I was waiting to do this stream. I wanted to do it earlier, but these boxes, I didn't get my second box until today, and I've got a couple more boxes coming so we can do a couple more streams. Let me get the music on here. But yeah, should be exciting. Back to a Pokemon video, not just a Metazoo video. I gotta get the music going and then the live chat back up. I'm not sure exactly why, but I was having a lot of trouble getting this to look right. There we go. There we go. There's the chat. All right, what's up, Kevin? Haven't caught a stream in a while, but I'm glad this popped up on my notification. My girl broke up with me today, and it's nice to have something to watch to keep me out of my own head. Damn, bro, I'm sorry to hear that. How long were you guys together? What's up, Greg? GBP's in the chat, and Vince7. So I hope you guys enjoy this one. I know it's been a while since we've been consistently doing Pokemon streams. Cardboard is definitely more important, that's a fact. Was a year. I'm sorry to hear that, bro. Hopefully I can adequately distract you tonight with some really good Charizard pulls. The question is, though, did she have a good reason to break up with you or not? Was it some bullshit? Do you want to talk about it here? Get a little therapy session in? I'd be happy to talk about it with you. All right. Had to get a knife. Yes, we've got the Pokey. Fresh Tats, what's up, bro? I'm excited for this one. It's been a while since Pokemon has released a new set that I was actually excited to open. The first couple Scarlet and Violet sets, I haven't really been super stoked on. But this one's different. The pulls in here are really good. I'll give you guys an idea, actually. These are some of the hits that we got from the ETB, so this is kind of the stuff that you can expect from this set. Really cool alt arts. A lot of the original 151 in this set. There were some really cool Pidgeot cards. Like these are really cool alt arts here. Went through a hard time in my life over the summer, and she left because she was feeling neglected. Never told me nothing that I should have known what was up. Damn, man, that's rough. I'm sorry to hear that, bro. We basically got just gold fire energies from those ETBs. But yeah, man, I've been on the receiving end and the giving end of a breakup. I've been in a 10-year relationship, a 3-year relationship, and a 1-year relationship. And now here we are. All I can say is it definitely, it really sucks in the moment, but it really is true what people say. Time heals everything. A year from now, 2 years from now, you won't even care. What's up, Zach? You'll find somebody better to spend your time with or someone more interesting, and you won't even care, bro. But Zach's finally in the chat. Congrats to Zach on his firstborn son, Caleb. Caleb's probably watching with him right now, or at least in the room. But yeah, this has been a very fun set to open. We still need the Golden Charizard, but Zach, if you haven't seen it, we did pull the really cool alternate art. We got this from the ETB, so we're going to hope to pull, hopefully, another one of those. But from what I've seen on here so far, PokeRev's videos, it seems like the Gold Charizard is a lot easier to pull out of the booster boxes. than it is from the ETBs. No problem, Kev. I know it sucks. I think we've all been there. All right. Let's get into it here for Kevin. First pack. Hopefully can be something exciting to get Kevin's mind off of things. Tina is not still around. We are back to just Nick. Salazzle, Lycanroc. Bro, can I send hearts now? What do you mean send hearts? Bound Sweet, Lapras, and a Pidgeot EX right off the first pack, so we got a hit. Send hearts where, Zachary? Oh, yeah, that's always been something you can do. I don't think that's a new thing, bro. That's always been something. But yeah, I'd say over the next week or so, I'll have a bunch more, not a bunch more, but a few more Obsidian Flame booster box streams. Then I'll probably do another stream today or tomorrow. I've got another box of Pharaoh's Servant, and I've still got those 6 boxes of Metal Raiders that I want to open, so we'll do a Yu-Gi-Oh stream. I've never noticed I can see someone sending emojis with that instead of a heart. I've never noticed the emojis before. I've seen hearts like that pop up on live streams, but now I'm seeing emojis over there off to the side. I never noticed that before. But overall, I think people are pretty excited about the pull rates in this set. They seem to be pretty decent. Oh wait, I forgot to show you guys your code card. If you guys are trying to catch those codes, you got to be quick with it. I'm out of practice on the code card showing because we've been opening up so much Metazoo and Yu-Gi-Oh. Never seen it on YouTube, only on IG. I feel like I've seen it when I was watching other people's streams, but Flamigo. And I think the other reason I didn't want to open up a bunch of Scarlet and Violet, there's no hits on that one, was because I haven't really played the games yet, so I didn't want to spoil too many of the new Pokemon yet, because I like to play the games when a new generation comes out and be surprised about what the new Pokemon are as I'm playing the game. And obviously a lot of those new Pokemon are going to be spoiled when you open this set. So I was kind of waiting for that, but even though I've got a bunch of free time, I still haven't played the Scarlet and Violet games, so I ain't opened any new packs since Astral Radiance, bro. Well, you gotta save money for the baby now, bro. If you would come, well, I need to come visit you. Reveroom EX. So there's a hit. I need to come visit you, but if you ever come back, I still have 2 gifts that I didn't give you yet for your birthday. And I can get some cards for us to open on the house if you want to do a little stream when you come back. But I am going to come down there and see you. But we just won't be able to stream. Andromeda 92, what's up, bro? Guess what? Metazoo scared me so much. Ice. Hold on. I got to reread that. Long time, Nick. Guess what? Metazoo scared me so much. Ice. Oh, you sold your blue ink. Is that what you're trying to say? You sold your 8.5 blue ink and you were able to get rid of it for 2,000. That's pretty good for an 8.5. Was it a CGC, BGS? The ice soul part of that sentence really threw me off. What's up, Aaron? I saw you jumped in the one that I accidentally went live before this. I didn't mean to go live yet on that one because I couldn't get the orientation of the iPhone to like go landscape. Where's Crispin? Nice, LeChonk. Chris hasn't been in the chat in a while, but we just talked like an hour ago. And we are going to the Mothman Festival together because I was going to go with Tina, and I've got the place all booked, the Airbnb. So I think it's just going to be me and Chris. We're going to do a bro road trip down to the Mothman Festival, and that's less than a month away now. This set is sick. There's a lot of really cool alt arts. They're not super hard to hit, which makes me feel like they might not hold a whole lot of value. Like even that Charizard that I showed you guys, the big exciting one that I showed you in the background, I think that one has dropped like over 50% in value since the set release, maybe even 70%. No, Tina's not back. I'm saying I was originally planning on going with her to that festival, so I had booked it way in advance, like 6 months in advance, all this stuff. And it was going to be like a romantic trip, but now it's going to be a bro trip. Because Chris is also having a baby, and it's due in March. And I told him, I was like, man, realistically, this might be the last trip that we ever go on where it's just the two of us. And it certainly is going to be the last trip that we ever go on that he's probably going to be able to have 4 days in a row of no responsibility. So I figured that would be a fun thing to do. And I think his mom might go with us. I don't know. I ain't modded the stream in a while, so I had to time out any Tina talk. I appreciate you, Zach. Yeah, we've been broken up since June, early June, late May, maybe. I was pretty upset about it at first, but I feel like once I settled in to being alone, it's a lot more peaceful here. And I feel like I'm a lot less stressed out. And I feel like overall it was a good thing. Obviously, when you live with someone for any period of time, you're going to miss them when they leave at first. And we had good times, but once she left, I feel like the bad times were a lot more evident. Beans is doing great, man. I've got him in the other room right now because he's sleepy, and I don't want him to wake up midstream and then just start barking, because he has a tendency to wake up when he has a bad dream and just start barking at nothing. Bigger and better things, bro. I am sorry to hear about that, man. I know how tough it can be. But trust me when I say, if you can get out of a 10-year relationship and get over that, and a 3-year relationship, get over that, get cheated on, get over that. It all really sucks in the moment, but trust me, you'll get over the 1-year relationship. And I'm speaking from experience. Thank you, Zach. Cub Chew and a Houndoom EX. It also didn't help that none of the homies liked her. But I'm not gonna talk bad about Tina. The point was, obviously we had good times. Obviously there were good things about Tina. Obviously there's a lot of stuff that she did and a lot of things that I liked about her, and that's why we were in a relationship. But the point is, you'll get over it. And I think it's easy to see, like, right when a relationship ends, I feel like it's easy to think about all the good times that you're not going to have anymore. But I feel like as time passes and as you get further into a breakup, you also realize all the negative things that are no longer there and the improvements that have been made to your life by those things being absent. Poppy, I got a couple of these from those ETBs. Moving on to some good pools. Zach is going to be not playing any games with Tina mentions. Andromeda says, Kevin, we all have had breakups, unfortunately, so I enjoy the good memories and move on. I broke up after a 7-year relationship, caught her cheating. Damn, Andromeda, I'm sorry to hear that. That's a terrible way for a 7-year relationship to end. There's never honestly really a good way. I don't think there's ever a truly mutual breakup. And Zach can attest. Zach dealt with a really bad breakup, and now he's got a great wife, and he's remarried, and he's got a kid. Did you open an Iona from the last set? Was that a trainer card? I don't believe so. Oh, Steph is listening. Ooh, that is a sick hit right there. I wanted this, the Tyranitar EX, man. That is a sick looking card. With the gray border, that looks nice. That's a dope card. But yeah, Stephanie is a vast improvement over Zach's last situation. And Zach didn't even know that that was right around the corner for him when it happened. So breakups can be a blessing in disguise. Free as an eagle. I love that for you, Andromeda. What's everybody's age in the chat? How old are we talking about these past breakups? Are we in our 20s? Are we in our 30s? What age are we experiencing these situations? I'm 30. Oh damn, my chat my chat went away. Oh, there it is. Nexogen's 32. Pokemon 88 is 35. Damn. Ooh, Kevin just turned 21. Yeah, bro. You got a lot of life ahead of you. I know how bad it definitely sucked worse back when I was in my 20s. It felt like the world had just ended. So I definitely see where you're coming from. And unfortunately, at 21, you've probably got a few more breakups in your future. So this is good practice. Zach's 32. Aaron Scott's 35. Greg is 33. Chris from Texas is 30. Is that Chris Stuyvesant? Nexogen says, or 33, I don't remember. Vince, a lot of 30s, man. That's more than I expected. Corey Tapp is 29. Ooh, man, we got a lot of heavy topics in the chat today. I like it, though. It's like a therapy session. Corey Tapp says he's 29 and highly likely he's about to get a divorce. It happens to all of us. I like this chat right now. This is a very open bro chat right now. Everybody kind of supporting everybody. I like it. Mr. Gobino, 32. Basic Energy. NSP, Bro Talk Edition. But yeah, I'm sorry to hear that too, Corey. Thank you for sharing that, though. Never get married, Nick. She'll take half your Zards. That's why you get a prenup. Oh, it is the first one. I'm sorry, Kevin. The first one is rough. I think my first breakup was like freshman or sophomore year in high school. And at the time, when you have like no life experience and no context to put it in, if your first girlfriend breaks up with you, it's like your life is over. You don't realize how quickly the next 16 years of your life is going to go by. and how many different relationships and experiences you're going to have in that time and how insignificant it's going to seem. Just how many... Oh, just got here. How many Charizards? We haven't gotten any Charizards yet. The two in the background are from the ETBs that we opened on another stream. We want the gold one tonight, though. Nexogen says, no kids for me. I'm just sticking to fur babies. I would like some kids. Pokebarn, what's up, bro? We're having some real good bro talk in the chat. Pokebarn has a happy relationship, though. So they can serve as an example for all of us. But so does Zach. Palafin. Preach, Andromeda. No one can love you like you can love yourself, so when things get rough, somebody gotta go, because it ain't gonna be me. That's a very good way of putting it. I like that. 35 here, second kid on the way, says PokeWub. Aaron Scott says, my parents broke up when I was young. I won't ever have kids go through that. I wouldn't have kids with their mom if I wasn't going to stay with her the rest of my life, hands down. I think that's a good attitude to have about it. Kids are the best thing that ever happened to me. Got me right, says Mr. Gobino. We should all strive to be in Pokebarn relationship, says Zach. My wife is an amazing angel. See, there you have it. Zach and Pokebarn, the shepherds to this flock of lost souls in the chat tonight. Our guiding stars, showing us true north. All right, Numel. I guess this is a new one I haven't seen. Graveyard. Tynamo. Phantump. Floatzel. Wishcatch. Kangaskhan. Scizor. Palpitoad. And a Claydol. In my experience opening the ETBs, we got a lot of Claydol. So this seems to be a very, very common holo hit in this set. And I'm curious to know what you guys think. What do you feel about these new holos? Because I do like the gray borders or the silver borders, whatever color you want to call it. But I think with this holo, it's just a very underwhelming looking card. Like, it's nothing like the old vintage holos used to look. This is just like, it looks like a throwaway. I think the borders kind of matching the holo, and it not really having a holo pattern, just being shiny. It just looks really underwhelming to me. I'm not a fan of them. Let's see. Mr. Govino. My wife has a neck beard, but she's hot. Pokemon 88 is speaking some real facts there. Best way to get over someone is to get under someone else. But at 21, I wouldn't rush that. I got a 7-year-old and a 5-year-old and a 17-year-old stepson. That's my wife's, but mine also. Is your wife typing? Blink for yes. Zach knows what's up too. They're an amazing couple too. My ex told me that Pokemon 88 after she broke up with me. Your ex told you to do that. Reminds me of a sticker you get out of a 50-cent machine. For real, she's like, wow, bro, Nintendo. What? Wow, bro, Nintendo head. But what? My parents call their wedding rings the world's smallest handcuffs. I think the new holos look slick. I understand what you're saying, but compare it to a holo from Sword and Shield. I wasn't crazy about the Sword and Shield holos either. And I'm opening these upside down because I'm reading the chat. You catch any of those Walmart sales earlier? I did not. What were they sales on? Put me on game, Daniel Lopez. Ooh, that's a sick looking card. Here's your code card. I haven't seen this one yet. Reverum EX, this alternate art. It's one weird looking Pokemon, but that's a cool looking card. These alternate arts, they are cool. Like I said, I don't know how much value they're holding though, because they seem pretty easy to hit. And Zach, I don't know if you were watching when we started the stream, but I thought you would like these. You can pull these Pidgeot, Pidgeotto, and Pidgey alt arts. and they're kind of a fan favorite. Let me see. Like, there's the Pidgeotto, like really cool, really basic, really like geometric art, but just like the colors are very vibrant and they really pop. I do want to get a gold that's not just a flame energy because I got like 3 of those. Wish they called them alt arts. They call them something else. They don't make alt arts anymore. It's worth like $5 or less. That's a good hit. Obsidian Flames ETBs for 34 and then 20% off of 100. Do they still have that sale going on? I'll have to jump in on that after the stream. I forget how much I paid for these. I actually got these boxes on TCG Player. I was on a TCG Player shopping spree the other day. I thought, make that burning card. Yeah, that thing, oh, it's hard to get. So is that a $5 card still, or is it worth more than that? Is it worthy of a card saver? Zach, these late lives are helpful when we're stuck being awake. That's how I feel. That's why I like doing these live streams late, because A, if I'm doing a late night live stream, that means I'm bored and I can't sleep, or I just want something to take my mind off things. Or B, I know that when I can't sleep and when I'm laying in bed, I just watch live streams or podcasts or whatever until I fall asleep. And I know that these things can go for a couple hours, and that's exactly what I want to put on when I'm trying to fall asleep, is something that's going to just go for a couple hours. Then I don't have to worry about it being too short of a video. Sale ended really fast. Huh. I used to be in bed at 9 p.m., but now I'm up every 4 hours. So it's been an adjustment. Yeah, Zach, I've noticed that. I've noticed in the group chat that you're awake like at way like random times compared to what you used to be. You'll be sending stuff in the group chat at like 3 a.m. and I'm like, who is this Zach? This is not the Zach that I know. Houndoom, Salandit, Palafin, and a basic energy. And Zach, I'm going to have to get a refund on my... I got a bunch of different NSP onesies for little Caleb. But I got them on... shit, what's the app called that everybody uses for custom stuff? It's like slipping my mind right now. But I got them on that app, and they haven't come yet. I guess they're coming from China or whatever. So some of the sizes are probably going to be too small, like the newborn size or whatever. I'm going to have to return them if I ever do get them. Looks like the clay doll should be the new Beedrill at this point. Yeah. Yes, Etsy. I don't know why that slipped my mind. I swear Etsy, they kind of play games on there with these shipping times. They'll have it in the fine print that the shipping time, it might take them like a month to even process the order. And then once it ships, if it's coming from another country, it might take another month. Yeah, that's what I figured. I figured by now he might be out of the newborn since he was already a big baby to start with. But I got all the different sizes, like all the different month ranges. Meltan. This is one I haven't seen yet. Char Cadet. Oh yeah, I did. I actually did. I did get the PSA order mix-up sorted. So I emailed the PSA customer service, and I guess what must have happened, and I don't know how this happened, Scovillain, I don't know how this happened, but I guess I sent the 20 card order to PSA without anything, without any paperwork, without an order number on the label, and without even finishing the submission. It was just a draft, which I have no idea how I did that. I've never done that before. So I emailed them and I sent them the tracking number from USPS where it said it was delivered to PSA. And then I sent them a screenshot of the draft that showed all the cards that were in there. And while they just didn't reply to my email at all, the next day on my PSA order tab, there was an order that popped up and showed all the cards. And it just said it was on receive hold or whatever. But I still haven't, I haven't made contact with anybody, but they found the order and the cards are now in the system, which is good because I was freaking out. There's some pretty valuable cards in there. I really didn't know what I had done because, like I said, I would go to my PSA account and there was no completed submission. Like I couldn't give them a submission number because there wasn't one. There was just the draft. And I to this day, I don't know how I would have done that. I've never sent anything without completing the submission. It just doesn't even make sense. I don't know if it was an error and I thought it completed and it didn't, but then I would have had to print out the paperwork and the order number or the submission number. I don't know. But it's all sorted, I think. But it's been almost 2 months now. And they hadn't even scanned the package in, so I was getting kind of worried. And I think the best card that I've got in there, or at least my favorite card that's in there, is the number 50 out of 50 Gold Mothman. And then I've also got the Unrefined Chaos Crystal in there. I've got the Japanese version of the, if you buy that Kaiba briefcase, the 25th anniversary Kaiba briefcase, I bought that. And I took the 3 blue eyes, those really cool prismatic secret rare blue eyes. I took those and submitted them in that order. And I was excited for those. And then I had a couple other Metazoo Revive cards in there called Fable EX. And a couple other, like, higher value serialized cards. I think mostly golds and I think some oranges as well. Let me catch up on the chat. You can save them for the next baby. PSA order. He's got to be over 10 pounds now. Zach says, I feel you, Pokebarn. I've been lifting at like 9 p.m., which is a huge... Damn, dude, that is a big shift for you. I'm lucky if I get 4 days in right now. My wife is an angel, bro. She told me I needed to go to the gym to lift. So now she makes time specifically for me to go lift at the gym and get out of the house. I'm so thankful for her, bro. Granted, I do have a garage gym I was lifting in, but she knows how important it is for my mental health. Fable got an EX. That's random as fuck. That's good, though. I really do enjoy opening the Topps cards, but at this point, with 2 of the Gold Mothmen being pulled, the Superfractors, that is, there's still one out there, but the prices have dropped so much. The value proposition on opening Topps is not what it was when I was going really deep. So even if I pulled, I mean, nowadays, I had some green. Ooh, a Gita. The Gita. I've got like 4 of these already. But it's like now, even if you pull a serialized out of 99 card and it's just some random beastie, or even if it's a good one, they're going for like less than $10 in most cases. And you might only get one or none from a whole hobby box, which is like $100. So it's the value proposition is not great with the Topps Chrome right now. And I'm just going to save my money and save that expendable income on the Sapphire top set that Metazoo is promising for October. I don't know what it is, but that's my favorite Metazoo tradition so far, is the October Halloween set. Is having a nice Halloween stream and going deep on whatever set that is. And because Metazoo is doing a Nightfall top set in October around Halloween, they said, I'm just going to look forward to that. And I'll probably go deep on that and just do like a really big, really long stream. Where did my chat go here? There it is. Charizard is not my favorite, but this set is fun to open, and the Zards look nice. Yeah, I agree. Even though Charizard is my favorite, I do like the fact that there's a lot of alt arts in here. There's a lot of original 151 cards in here, like some of the original first-generation Pokemon. I like that. And I think some of the artwork is really cool, even on some of the cards that I don't recognize, like the little go-kart guy. I mean, that's a pretty cool looking card. And Tyranitar, I'm not crazy about, I forget what they call this this evolution where they get the big diamond on their head. I'm not crazy about how that looks. I don't like the aesthetic of it. But Tyranitar was always one of my favorites in the Game Boy game, so I like that card. What do you think about the new DLC coming out or Stadium being on Switch now? I saw that Stadium was on Switch. That's cool, but I've got a Nintendo 64, and I like, if I'm gonna play an older game like that, I like playing it on the original console. I don't know what the DLC is that you're talking about. Nick, are you gonna open any Sorcery beta in October? A lot of people have asked me about this Sorcery set. I don't know anything about it. I haven't pre-ordered any of it or whatever, so I don't know much about it. You'd have to fill me in. There's a nice, speaking of a nice alt art, and they're random too. They're like middle evolution Generation 1 Pokemon getting really cool alt art. So for those people out there that might have been a fan of some obscure middle evolution from Gen 1, it's a good set for you because they're getting some really cool reimagined artworks here. The only reason I know is that because I watched the Nintendo battle videos with it. Zach says terrestrialization. Okay. And the aka the big diamond hat. Agreed. I don't know how I feel about the big head pieces. They get, yeah, it doesn't look great. Crystallized Gyarados looks cool though. So far though, no Charizard from this box, which I'm surprised. I think there's either 3 or 4 Charizards that you can get here. Darkrai. Gonna have a nice bonfire with this bulk. Nowadays, I've been having a fire like every week because I've got so many Amazon boxes and just boxes, cardboard boxes from whatever. And they accumulate and pile up in the house so fast. I'd have a bonfire like every week. I think Hunter is going to be back in the mix. I think he's going to be back in the... I think he could be back in the top 5. I don't think that's unrealistic. We'll see how he does in Texas, though. I think the big head gem thing is fine. What did I just get charged $200 for root insurance? I probably can. There's a big burn ban here, 0 fires. We haven't really had that here because it's been pretty humid. So it's been pretty not dry. It's not dry conditions where you could have a wildfire here. And lately it's been raining a lot too. He's got to stay on that stomach. I agree. It did look weird the last show. He looked pretty good though in that update that he posted today. He looked a lot more depleted to me than he looked in the update before Tampa at the same amount of time. He posted a peak week video for Tampa. And if you watch my video on my main channel that I posted today, you can see the comparison. But he looked a lot more depleted and his waist looked a lot smaller. But the problem with that is if he's more depleted going into the show, he's going to have to eat more to carb up and to fill out and to get that full look. So him being more depleted and his waist looking better at a few days out isn't necessarily a good thing because he said in that post he hasn't started eating or refeeding yet. So in theory, to achieve the same level of roundness and fullness, if he's more lean and he's more depleted, he's going to have to eat more to fill out more. So he could be more distended by the time he's on stage for Texas. But it's a show that I'm excited for. I think it's going to be one of the most competitive shows that we've had all season because these shows have been very lackluster. And I think it's the first show in a while that's had more than 10 open competitors. And now I saw that Stanimal is also jumping in the lineup, which will be interesting. I think I don't think he's on the same level as Hunter and Andrew. But I think he will be a top 5 guy there. Then Carlos Thomas Jr. could be a factor there as well. So there's a lot of different things that could happen. I think it's going to be very competitive and a lot of very impressive physiques on that stage. A Cloth EX. The new Krabby. Sorcery is a new TCG that takes a lot of inspiration from 90s fantasy. All of their artwork is hand-painted. I'm going to have to look into it then. What's all this Montana talk? In Montana, where I'm at now, it's nearly zero visibility with all the wildfire smoke. I don't even know there were wildfires in Montana. Or is it from the Maui or the Hawaii fires? I try not to watch too much of the actual news because it's too depressing. So I only watch stuff that doesn't matter. Social media news. What happened to the audio? Can you not hear? Am I still here? I didn't see anything go wrong on my end. It could have been a nice little glitch, though. One of the many perks of living out in the middle of fucking nowhere. Zach always gets annoyed in we got a group chat, me, Zach, and Grant. And me and Grant are like familiar with all these obscure internet personalities. Like, have you guys seen the Little Tay thing? The Little Tay death hoax? Zach had no idea who that was. Nice Charmander. But we're always talking about X, Y, and Z influencer or just online personality, and Zach has no idea what we're talking about. This box is feeling kind of cold with 3 packs left, though. No gold so far, no Charizards. There's got to be something in these last 3 before we get to the other box. That other box has got to make up for it. I might even just continue the stream, even though it's going to be unrelated, and open one of these Yu-Gi-Oh boxes just because I'm enjoying the energy in the chat. I got to switch it back over to live chat. Zara is in the next pack. Oh, you mean Zard. Ice cold box, it seems. It did seem like the pull rates for like the higher rarity stuff was better in the Pokemon Center ETBs than at least this booster box. Last pack magic on the first booster. Love the Yu-Gi-Oh! Me and my buddy are trying to learn to play the TCG. Man, the new Yu-Gi-Oh! Format is like impossible to learn. I only know how to play the original version. The mechanics of like the current Yu-Gi-Oh! Meta is like, it's way too much. Pokeboss, what's up, bro? Last pack magic on box number 1. I got a Toxtricity. Come on, man. That was a cold box. It's mad hard. I used to play, during COVID, I played Yu-Gi-Oh! On Steam. There's like a Yu-Gi-Oh! Game that you could play the card game on Steam, but I played it in like the original format without all the crazy XYZ stuff. XYZ summoning and all this crazy stuff. All right, box number 2. I'm hoping has some more heat in store for us than box number 1. Actually, I might just do the Yu-Gi-Oh! On a separate stream because I am hungry. It's already 12:30. I gotta eat. Herdier, Thunderous. Damn. I played that one on Steam too, but lost my first game without ever getting a turn. It is fun to play the original version. And I think I learned how to play like a couple of variations past the original format, but it started to get a little bit too tricky with the XYZ stuff, and it just, to me, it wasn't as fun. What is this? Oh, I think we got one of these. Belly Bolt. That's a cute little guy. Good old Belly Bolt. That's why I really only buy Yu-Gi-Oh! Product when it's something like this 25th anniversary stuff. I like the classic cards. I'm way more of a collector than I am a player, so a lot of the newer Yu-Gi-Oh! Sets are typically based on the current playing meta, and there are a lot of cards that are just made for people that play. So I typically only buy it when they come out with a new collector thing. I did pre-order 3 of the English Kaiba briefcases, though, so I'm excited for those. I don't think they come till like March, though. How much is that Pidgeot Gallery-looking card worth? I'm not sure. I'm guessing like $5 based on what the chat was saying earlier. Do you have any of those Ghost Hollows? I did try for the Ghost Blue Eyes, but I never did pull it. I think I pulled a Ghost Dark Magician and sold it on eBay. I did open up several boxes of the Ghost from the Past, though. Of all the different... I think, are there 3 variations of the Ghost from the Past? I opened up Maximum Gold, and I pulled a Gold Blue Eyes, and I got a 10 on that. So that was cool. And they came out with a set recently that had like a lot of Gate Guardian cards. And I think I bought a box or 2 of that. Diglett. Shout out to Chris. Togekiss. Still waiting for my Cuddy to cop a box of Jungle or Fossil to open for the one time. The prices might be realistic enough now to buy an unlimited one. I wonder how much unlimited base set box is going for now. I remember at the peak of the Pokemon hype, I wanted to buy one for the channel, and they were going for like $30,000. And I remember when we kept looking into it, they went down to like 15, but that was maybe over a year and a half ago, the last time I looked. I would imagine they're probably under 10,000 now, a base set box. That would still be something I want to do. I think that would be pretty big. I remember there were streamers that I bought from that were doing box breaks of unlimited base set for $1,000 a pack. And I bought into a couple of those. Me and Chris both did, actually. Vespa Queen EX. Pokemon should release the first few sets like Yu-Gi-Oh! Did. I would open so much. I kind of like, honestly, I kind of like how they did it better. Instead of reprinting base set, I did like evolutions and celebrations. I like how they mix it up and put some new cards in there and then still gave us the old artwork. Although realistically with celebrations, everything that wasn't a big hit or a classic collection card, it was just like junk because it was such a small set. And if you opened enough of it, you got those same hollows over and over and over again. Gita. They need to do another dark Pokemon set. Pokemon 151 is kind of that. Which, by the way, Zach, your Squirtles from that 151 box that I couldn't wait to open, those are at PSA now. So that'll be part of your birthday gift. The box is a 151 that I got. I got two. I got one for Zach and one for me. We really didn't pull much of anything except for those Squirtles. I think I did pull an Alt Art Charmeleon from my box, and I sent that to PSA too. But the Charizard we did not get. But we did just get a Houndstone EX that I just dropped. I'm not even drinking and I'm dropping cards. I know, I got it for your birthday and just never gave it to you. I heard there's some $400 classic Pokemon collection box coming out. That might be cool. I haven't really followed the news as much with the Scarlet and Violet stuff, so I'm going to have to tap into some news videos about some of these upcoming sets and products. Reveroom EX. We're getting a lot of just like EXs. We need a Zard tonight, but I guess if we don't get one, it gives me a good excuse to buy some more boxes and do some more streams. I missed the Misty's blank cards. Oh, yeah. Lieutenant Surge did have some cool looking cards. I liked Blaine's Charmander, Blaine's Charizard. I like the Team Rocket cards too, where they did the dark Charizard, dark Blastoise, dark Dragonite. I definitely liked that era of Pokemon. The trainer cards and the dark cards. Pulled the best Zard with my wife on stream the other night. Or not on stream, but you love the stream. Thank you, bro. Phantom Knight. Which one is the best one? Is it that Alt Art one or is it the gold one? Pokebeach is saying 275, maybe a box. Oh, maybe I did see that. I think I did see, because there's a Japanese version of it, isn't there? Still no Charizards, unfortunately. Last stream, we pulled the Charizard on the first box. And that was just an ETB. Wiglet. And a Scizor. What's up, Stampa? Nick, do you have most of your cards from your childhood? Unfortunately, I don't, and that's why I got back into collecting. So when I was like in high school, I do have some. I do have a good collection of a couple binder pages of all vintage Pokemon holos that I did keep from my original Pokemon collection. So I have that in a binder. But when I was in high school, which was 15 years ago at this point, I sold a lot of my stuff on eBay just to have spending money. And back then, you weren't getting the prices you're getting now for Pokemon cards. So I sold them like as a lot. And I might have got, if I was lucky, like $100. Actually, I don't even think I got $50 for my entire Yu-Gi-Oh collection, which has some really good stuff in it. Oh, there's the Pidgey. I don't think we got the... Ooh, and a Gita. A double hit. So I sold all my stuff. I was selling like all my nostalgic childhood toys and all that stuff. Because I just wanted some spending money, and I realized eBay was a great place to get it. And now I deeply regret that. So when I got back into collecting, I first started collecting Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I was always kind of jaded about that sale. Because I was so stupid back then, too. I didn't know what I was doing. I posted terrible pictures. I didn't even have my cards in a binder. My Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards I had in a deck box. And I had like Secret Rare Jinzo. That was a big one that I regretted selling. I had like a bunch of really cool vintage stuff, but I had it in a deck box. And all I did for the picture was pulled the deck out of the deck box, set it next to the deck box, took a picture of it, and just showed the first card on top, which was probably the Jinzo. And then said the rest of it was mostly holos and just gave like a very loose description of what was in it, because I didn't really know any of the values. And I put it up for auction. It might have went for $50. And that's really what got me back into collecting, was walking into a Walmart some point when I was in college, and I saw the Legendary collection on the Walmart shelf, and it had all those vintage packs on it, all those nostalgic cards. I was like, wow, I didn't even know they still made Yu-Gi-Oh cards or still sold them. So I bought that Legendary collection at Walmart probably 10 years ago or whatever it was. And that's what got me back into it. And I think I pulled like a red eye, like something good from the LOB pack. I'm pretty sure I pulled a Gate Guardian too from the Metal Raiders. And that got me hooked. And then I started buying the those old Christmas tins, those Yu-Gi-Oh tins that you would get for Christmas and stuff. Another Rever Room. Look at the second picture on this plush listing. Oh, yeah. I've seen the memes of it. It looks like a dildo, doesn't it? I saw people posting pictures of that Wiglet on Amazon, like how it appeared on Amazon and how disturbing it looked in the childhood section. Those tins were cool. Yeah, they're worth a crazy amount now. And back when I started collecting it again, they were still expensive, but you could get most of them sealed for like maybe $100 to $250 a tin. And now I think they're like, some of them are thousands of dollars. I think the Blue Eyes tin is thousands of dollars. I think the Black Skull Dragon tin, some of them are up there. But you could get like the Gearfried the Iron Knight tin or the Lord of D tin for like $100. And I think I got some good deals on like the Joey, the Red Eyes tin. The newest sets of Pokemon are so awful to me. The starters, everything just super underwhelming. That's kind of why I didn't really get into playing the games. I played it for maybe half an hour, the new Scarlet and Violet, and I just wasn't really feeling it, and I stopped playing it, and I haven't played it since. I wasn't crazy about any of the new stuff. Zach just saw the Wiglet plush listing on the Pokemon Center. And that's also why I haven't been buying very much of this set. I'm just not crazy about a lot of them. Ooh, we got our first Charizard. Hopefully it's not our last. Charizard EX. It's not the alt art, not the gold. But I'm happy that we at least got a Zard tonight. That's something. I like the new starters. I like the fire type starter. I like the fire crocodile or whatever it turns into. I like the look of the final evolution of that one. But the other ones, I could care less about. You finally got a sealed Team Rocket briefcase. How much did that run you? Briefcase collection box. That's pretty dope. I sold all of my tins at a family garage sale as a kid and made $20. Were they open or sealed? Because I think you can get a decent amount of money even for the open tins if they're in good condition, because they were really, really cool, really nostalgic artwork on those tins. I think I still got some of them in my collection room. You traded for it. Well, what did you trade? Open. Well, that's not too bad then. Oh, we got a gold. So we'll go slow on this one. Hopefully it's a gold Zard, but all I've pulled so far is gold Fire Energies. We can only hope. Speak of the devil. There's our Wiglet. Shuckle. Bisharp. Poppy. Lunatone. Dartrix. Tadbulb. Of course it's a fucking Fire Energy, man. 4 for 4 on the golds. Fire energy almost every time. Oh, literally every time. What do I mean almost? Damn. What other gold cards are there? Just the Charizard and the fire energy? Why am I getting so many of these damn fire energies? Oh, bro. They look so terrible. I've only seen the Raikou one, the new evolutions of the legendary dogs. We were talking about that in the group chat, me, Zach, and Grant, actually. The Raikou looks fucking terrible. Did they do Suicune and Entei too? Andromeda says, Danny claims the pull rate for this special illustrator rare is 1 out of 198 boxes. Absol EX. Are you talking about the Charizard? Is that what they're calling the alt art? Special illustrator rares? Well, then I guess I got lucky as fuck that I pulled that on my first ETB. Well, I think they made Raikou look like a fucking like a giraffe, or I don't even know what they were going for there. 198 packs, not boxes. Oh, I thought we had another gold for a second. Just the Toxtricity. There's no way it's that rare. They massacred Suicune. They did Suicune too? I don't want to see it. Pokemon Crystal was probably my favorite of all the Game Boy games when I was a kid. No, Crystal and Emerald were my two favorites. So I've got a special place in my heart for Suicune. I don't even think I want to see. I don't want to see what they did to my boy. Well, I imagine with the way that they designed Entei, it'll probably be a really cool full art. It's got to be a full art with a neck like that. Is Raikou longer than Wiglet? Yes, send it to the group chat so you can ruin my evening. Yeah, it's definitely a lot of money. What is that Charizard worth now? I saw people saying when I first pulled it that it might be like less than $100 now. And then when it first came out, it was like a $300+. Like it had sold for $300. I don't think the Suicune looks too bad. It'll probably grow on me with a cool alt art. Palafin sent. All right, let me check Zach. Give me a sec. Okay. Let's check this group chat. Bro. That is an abomination. That's terrible. Why did they make it a dinosaur? What are they even doing? Well, they already did the Galarian versions of the birds, which I actually liked. I thought they were... I enjoyed the Galarian artworks of the birds. Especially Zapdos. I really liked the Roadrunner Zapdos. I thought that was cool. But with the birds, at least they maintained the integrity that they were still birds. Why are they making the legendary dogs into different animals? Well, people always fork over too much in the beginning, so it's about $100 card. I'd say Entei will likely be a Triceratops. I guess that's true then, because I guess that the Raikou wasn't supposed to be a giraffe. It was supposed to be like a Brontosaurus, one of the long neck dinosaurs. I guess that makes more sense then. Yeah, I don't like that then. Rowlet, Darkrai. Now, are these legendary dogs like available in the Scarlet and Violet games? Are they not attainable yet? Mega Zalara, what's that? Oh wait, that was someone's username. Are they going to do legends from the future or just these ones from the past? That's an interesting. That's an interesting question. Suicune is, the others aren't. It's almost like interdimensional. He's called Walking Wake. Maybe one of these nights I'm going to settle down and try to play through one of the games as much as I can. My attention span for video games is just not great. As much as I love Pokemon, like every game is kind of the same concept. Catching, battling, evolving. It's hard to hold my attention to where I'm not checking my phone like every 5 minutes. I wasn't crazy about the, I was excited about the Arceus game, the Legends Arceus. And I played that one a little bit longer than Scarlet and Violet, and I wasn't super crazy about it. I thought the open world concept had a lot of potential, but it didn't really do it for me. I definitely agree. That's the thing that I hate about Pokemon games the most, is there's so much dialogue reading, and it like really slows down and I think takes away some enjoyment of the game. Not that if there was voice actors it wouldn't slow it down too, but stopping to read all that text is like so boring to me. Charmander. We got another Gita, back-to-back Gitas. Saw Derek Lunsford at church recently. He's massive. Oh yeah, I forgot you do go to the same church as Derek, right? Yeah, he's looking pretty big. His legs look ridiculous, dude. On the other hand, for me, I live in Call of Duty Warzone. I can honestly say I've never played any Call of Duty. I didn't have any of that stuff growing up, any of the consoles that Call of Duty was on. All my friends played it in high school, but I just never got into it. Another Larvitar alt art with a Toad's Cruel EX. Definitely Tree Trunks. Yeah, Derek is looking really impressive. I think he's got a shot. All right, Phantump. Vulpix. His quad's got to be so inconvenient. The crazy thing about his legs, though, is they used to be like his weakest body part, and now he's got like arguably some of the most insane legs right now in the Olympia lineup. His legs proportionally are crazy huge. Shouldn't say the R word. Any good pulls? We got one Charizard, but it was just the EX. We got a lot of, what do we call it? Illustrator rares. I'm still going to call them alt arts because that's just, it's a cool looking card. Armorage. Haven't seen that guy yet. It does seem that way, doesn't it? They're running out of ideas. Feels like they're running out of ideas after so many years, turning into wacky forms and making car parts into Pokemon or putting wheels on them. I agree. I don't like that either. Even though I think the coolest card that we pulled tonight was the go-kart Pokemon. Crazy. We're down to the last 2 packs. Pawniard and a Palafin. Last pack magic. At least we got one Zard tonight, but definitely not what I was hoping for. Can we get one more from the last pack of this box? Charcadet, Pawniard, Sinistea, Tadbulb, Togetic, Ninetales, Poltergeist, Cleffa, Graveard, and we're ending on a Scovillain. Wow. Those are 2 pretty cold boxes, I feel like. The gold Charizard should be expensive, but it's not. The special illustrated Charizard is the king. Okay. Well, all right, guys. Thanks for stopping by. That was a fun stream. It was good talking to all you guys. Kevin, I hope you have a good rest of your night. I hope you do better. I hope you start feeling better about the breakup, man. I'm really sorry to hear it. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, guys. I'm going to open up some more of this hopefully this week, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Next Strength of Pokemon signing out. Make sure you like the video on your way out and subscribe.